Welcome back one and all, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. Where we left off last time, we were exploring the ruins we just arrived at. We killed some deer, sweet lizardmen, and some beetles, and a couple of lizardmen shamans to arrive here safely-ish. And now we're just going to kind of go in and kill things. Get shot with an arrow. We also got critically hit and almost died. Well, we did die in a single hit. It was bad. We got corpsed. There we go. We'll inspire some courage. And then we'll hit that shaman in the back. It would appear we need cleave. Oh good, Bevel's not actually doing anything. Sometimes the game bugs, by the way, and they will just stand there and do nothing. That's why your main character really has to be capable of winning fights by himself. Or herself, for that matter. Despite the age of the game, not all of the bugs were worked out. We'll rest up. We're going to cast this again. No, I wanted that up. There we go, that's better. Let's loot the room. There's not too much in here. Malachite scale armor and bolts. I really want some leather armor. We can't actually use medium armor. And it's kind of annoying because we're wearing clothing, which is practically worthless. Our armor class is 15, which is pretty poor. And we are, of course, going to explore everything. Kill all the things we can. Get all of the loot we can. Good hit, Bevel. You killed that guy in one hit. Lizard in one hit. It's not really a guy, I guess. Good job, Bevel. Your attacks are our saving grace in this dark, dingy place. Even though you're not a very good tank. Your ability to hold aggro is abysmally bad. Oh, hello lizardlings. That's gonna hurt. That's 2 magic missiles. No, they're all coming after me again. Oh, Bevel's stunned. That's why he's not attacking. He's got some sort of mind effect. Dazed. We're so far from a level, it's kind of disheartening. Cure moderate wounds. Nothing over there we want. So let's just rest here, get our health back, and then we'll use our Inspire Courage ability yet again, make sure that stays up. Oh. Does it stay on until we switch? What's the duration on this thing? Oh, it just stays on. Oh, that's fancy. Okay, good to know. We might as well use it all the time because, I mean, even a moderate or a small increase is still better than nothing. We'll hit him with a club of death. That was devastating. Why would you switch target? He was almost dead. All you had to do was hit him once. I don't understand, Bevel. I don't understand at all. A scroll, some thieves' tools, and another scroll for us to sell, basically. Let's go up to the end and around the corner. There's a door. Oh. An enemy saw us, he's coming. And now he's dead. Oh, there's more coming. The ones from inside that door. The ones I wanted to go actually fight first. Stop with the magic missiles, damn it. I should use some of my spells, probably. We do have decent spells that we're not using, like Mirror Image, for example. Which we haven't memorized any of. Or Ghostly Visage, also a good spell. I should probably do that. How many do we get per day? Shouldn't we have some? Let's try to rest. I thought we did a full rest though. Do I not have them memorized? Nope. We get spells per day. Maybe we don't have the intelligence actually to use level 2 spells. We don't. I don't think. Just level 1 cantrips, which are not great. So we might have to wait for more intelligence to kick in before we can actually use anything in our repertoire. Which is kind of crappy, actually. But at the same time, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because I love our current stat range.
O great spirits of the stone tomb, please hear our plea. The other lizardling tribes take our territory. They wage war. And before we fight them for our ancestral hatching grounds, we ask for your blessings.
There certainly are an awful lot of them. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
A warm blood. Here. Your very presence offends the stone god.
I don't think he'll mind. Diplomacy. When this land was once ours, my tribe left something here.
And this gives you the right to intrude on our lands and disturb our most holy of rituals.
Yes. Through strength of arms, I've earned the right to be here.
What do you propose, then, warm blood?
Let me save my tribe, and perhaps one day we can return the favor.
Your words are like the swamp eel, warm blood. Treacherous and painful. Kill the intruders. Sacrifice them to the stone god.
We gave it a solid chance.
Bring it to me.
This is a good enough place to fight as any, I guess. Also, ow.
I have my eye on our enemy here.
Stop casting magic missiles at me. Why wouldn't you open with the 11 damage attack? That's just silly to me, but okay. Alright, Bevel. It's just us now. Rolling a 3, not helpful. Also, why is my character always the one focused? Poor character. He'll be fine. Let's turn off power attack, because clearly it's not working out in our favor. Or yes it is. Combat's over, time to get back up.
Step with me. Come on.
There we
Follow
go.
along.
We're fine. Do we even get experience though if we're dead?
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
Well,
apparently it's shared. Good enough then.
what do you want?
I think this is the item we need. No, dagger +1. There's one thing we can't loot. I think it's the chest. Yes. Yes it is. Anything else to loot in here first though? Because I think we get kicked out pretty fast after we pick it up. Maybe not though. Alright.
We were risking life and limb for that? None of this makes any sense. Dagon can do his own blasted quest from now on. When you're done searching around, let's get out of here.
Well, let's go. I'm ready to go now. Bevel is such a whiny guy. Dagon has creepy eyes,
returned, and you have brought the shard.
That's all you can say? I almost died out there.
If I did not believe you could handle the task, I would have sent another.
Yeah, well, you weren't out there in the swamp getting attacked by lizard folk.
No, I was here attending the wounded, Bevel. Now find Marion and do the same.
I don't see how you put up with him.
Now, for the shard. Let me see it.
Glad I'm not the only one who thinks we should leave Bevel out of this.
What I have to say to you is not for Bevel's ears. And after this night, you two shall not travel together again. Bevel has his uses, but it is not wise to depend on someone of Starlane blood for too long.
That's racist.
Also, his complaining tires me, and will not serve you where you are bound.
Also true. Tell me about the shard.
That shard is one of a pair. Both were found after the battle that destroyed West Harbor long ago. My half-brother Duncan and I asked a mage in Neverwinter to examine the shards for enchantments, but he found nothing except a faint magical aura, residue of the battle. And so I kept one shard, and the other I gave to Duncan. Not long after I returned to West Harbor, I sealed it away in the ruins.
But the question is why? I feel magic from the shard, strong magic.
Strange. Perhaps the attack awakened it. If so, then perhaps a second look at these shards would yield different results. But such divinations would be beyond anyone here in West Harbor, including Tarmus.
I have an uncle.
So to speak, it would be more appropriate to say that I have a half-brother. Duncan, like Bevel, has many faults that would make it wise not to rely on him or call him kin.
How long ago was this battle in West Harbor fought?
It was long ago, and it was a battle that did not concern West Harbor, but the village was caught up in it like many such villages in the Mare of Dead Men. We knew little about what had sparked the conflict. Demons were involved, led by a warlock of great power. We only knew him as the King of Shadows. The forces of Neverwinter attempted to drive the demons back. Many villagers fled, some taking the road, others wading into the swamp, anything to escape the battle. There was an explosion, pure and white. Then nothing more.
Are you sure these creatures were looking for the shard?
That is the only reason I can think of for why they came. Am I certain? No. But my instincts tell me they were looking for it.
Why did you put it in the ruins?
I could not bring myself to cast it away. Yet at the same time, I did not wish to keep it close. You are too young to remember what occurred, I know. But the battle was a terrible one. And that shard, it reminds me too much of that night.
I see. Well, I retrieved the shard. What now?
I need you to go to the city of Neverwinter, find my half-brother Duncan, retrieve the second shard, and take it to a mage you both can trust. Duncan owns an inn in the docks district of the city, the Sunken Flagon. Not the most reputable place, but safe enough.
I better not have to take Bevel.
No. As you probably realize, he will be of no help outside of West Harbor. He would only slow you down. Bevel is made for simpler things.
That is so classist. Well, I've heard enough. How do I get to Neverwinter?
Head to the small port town of Highcliff when you are free of the swamp. There, seek passage on a ship to Neverwinter. The beast that attacked us will leave West Harbor alone once they realize their quarry has fled. If all goes well, you should be in Neverwinter before they find your trail. Say your farewells. Your boots may travel many roads before you return. I let some of the others know you are leaving, but not the why of it.
Why don't you take the shard to Neverwinter?
I was raised amongst the wild elves, and for all my years amongst the race of man, they make little sense to me. Even though you are not one of them, you understand them better than I. I have done all I can to hide your presence. If these beasts come again, West Harbor will need me.
Okay. Well, let me talk to some people first.
Return when you are ready to leave, and we will speak of the path you must take.
Kinda hoping we can buy some gear. Do you have gear? Nope. Nope. Maybe.
This incursion is the most noteworthy event that's happened here in years. I had high hopes for Amy. She was a rare find in West Harbor. A shame she failed to heed her first lesson. Always listen to Tarmas. Not that I expect you would understand. But she was the only one capable of holding a coherent conversation with me. Go if you must. But mysteries remain here that need to be answered.
Fine, just don't expect any help next time you get into trouble.
I didn't need your help, and thought I had made that perfectly clear. The girl died a meaningless death. A needless sacrifice only helps your enemy. Learn this lesson, and you may avoid Amy's fate.
You mentioned mysteries.
The swamp has many denizens, most dangerous, and all of them particularly irksome. But these new pests are not native. So it stands to reason they traveled through leagues of swamp trails and this odious smell to get here. Anyone that desperate has to have a good reason, so whatever you're carrying, guard it carefully. Anyone fool enough to go through that much effort to come here won't give up easily. I've already lost Amy to their determination.
Could I buy some items?
Oh, very well. I suppose I could always use more coin.
And I could use some items. So perfect. We're well in sync here. What do we got? Garbage. Oh, those might be useful. So a ring of protection could be very useful. Yeah, we're probably gonna get that. But let's see what we can sell first. So. This will just take a moment. Gotta sell off all of our junk, including the things we can't even use. What's it do? Aid. Eh. It's worth $211. That's what it is. I guess that's a stolen ring. We already have Identify as a spell. We don't need to carry another copy of it with us. What was this bandolier? What did it do again? Oh, light. Who cares about light? We have dark vision. Fire agates, gone. Thunderstone, gone. More gems, gone. One minor cure wound spell. A bladeling spike. What's that do? It is a alchemy crafting thing. Okay, maybe we'll keep it for now. Holy crap, dagger plus ones are worth a fortune. How much is my club plus one worth then? Oh, quite a lot as well. Magic items worth a ton of money, which means we can easily afford that, a ring of protection. There are better ways to sell in previous games. Don't know if I love this version. We'll leave the scale armor here for now. Sell the beetle gland? Is that alchemy again? Yes, we'll keep it for now in case we get a good alchemist. The Golden Chalice of Lathlander does light unlimited uses and mass cure serious wounds 3 times per day. Sold. That's an amazing item. And we're going to grab the Ring of Protection. It will help us survive a little bit more in the future. Let's go with CI. And we're going to drop this on the ground because it's not worth anything and it's already stolen, so. And we have 16 whole armor class. Is there anyone else that sells things? Orlin. Oh, okay, hang on. Let's see what he said. How do I... There we go. So you're headed off to Neverwinter, are you? Just remember you're a harborman and don't take any guff from the city folk. We harbormen can take care of ourselves. We don't need any fancy walls to keep us safe. Then I said, is there anything you can do to help me with my journey? And then he said, here, take this. Harbormen take care of their own, not like them city dwellers. You remember that. And he gave us a potion. If I had more, I'd spare it gladly. But after this attack, and with the season we've been having, well, this is the best I can do for you. That's a good enough potion. Can't complain.
This incursion is... Oh, very well.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
This incursion is the most noteworthy event that's happened here in years.
Anything you can do to help me with my journey?
Help with the journey, you say? Advice. Advice is what I can give. Use that skull of yours for more than a shield. Amy obviously failed to learn this lesson. A fool girl. As functional as the famous harborman thick-headedness is, it still won't prove much help against, let's say, a lizardling sword or javelin.
If anyone could help me on this journey, it would be you.
You aren't mistaken on that account. Fine, take this. Perhaps it will help you. Perhaps not, but don't bother asking for more. I've already lost an apprentice on your behalf. That's all you'll be getting from me.
Well, what was it? Farewell. It was a potion of barkskin. Wow. Thanks. Ah, it's young Bevel's friend. Thank you for bringing my son back safely from the mirror. Bevel is still rather shaken from the attack and the loss of your friend. I'm grateful you were there to watch over him. I understand that you've been sent to Neverwinter, the city of skilled hands. I just pray you fare better than Bevel's brother, Lorne. Can you give me anything? I'm afraid I have nothing to give. Those creatures pillaged our house thoroughly. Okay. I just want free stuff.
So, Dagon is sending you to Neverwinter, eh? I can't say I approve. If it were a militia matter, I wouldn't send you alone. But I don't have any right to tell him how to raise his child. Can you at least tell me why you're going? Your father wouldn't tell me a thing.
All I will say is it's for the safety of the village.
You're less cryptic than your father. But not by much. It won't be easy reaching Neverwinter. I've traveled that way once or twice. It's a dangerous journey, especially for one traveling alone. You might want to ask around the village. If you're going to leave, some folks might be able to offer some help.
Can you give me something?
You may not have trained under me, but I've always enjoyed your company. And you acquitted yourself well with the village defense. Here, take this shield. It's always served me well. And even if you don't use it, you can sell it for some gold that might do you some good.
Alright, see it. We got the light shield, which is a +1 small shield, which I think we can actually use, and I think it's a good idea to use. Gives us 18 armor. West Harbor is safe for now, and in part due to your efforts. I'm sorry about your friend, I wish I could have saved her. She's dead, we have to move on. I see much of Dagon's influence in you. Though we must concern ourselves with caring for the living, we should not forget the dead. Dagon mentioned you were headed for Neverwinter. It's a bad time to be traveling. Galen the merchant told us about his journey, and unless his tales were taller than usual, your road to Neverwinter won't be an easy one. I will pray for your safety. The mirror of the dead men is fast becoming more dangerous. Anything you can do to help me out? I'm a humble priest with little to give except for the blessings of my lord. Those blessings you shall have, though. Well, okay. Not really super helpful. Orlin, no. Bevel, how's it going, buddy?
So, your father sent you off to Neverwinter. As if everything that's happened tonight isn't enough adventuring for one lifetime.
You're so whiny.
I'm hoping that you'll be back soon enough after you reach the city, but most people who leave West Harbor don't come back.
Anything you can give me to help me on my journey?
I've got some bandages here, though I hope you won't need to use them. You can also have my share of the loot that we found. You'll need it more than I do.
There must be something more you can give me.
Well, here. You can have what I've got left from my militia pay. Things are probably more expensive out there.
Thank you, Bevel. That's better.
Wish I could go with you, but the defense of the village is important too.
Well, I'd better get going.
Good luck. And if you run across the one who killed Amy, stick a blade through his heart for me. She deserves at least that.
Sure, sure. What is that? A longsword. Oh, is that the fancy-looking longsword that he normally carries? Yeah, with the weird, like, some of the swords are kind of cool looking. This one in particular is neat. It's got that weird sort of barbed end on it. It's kind of neat. But on the same thing, that is not nearly as good as our club. Our club is really, really, well, not really good, but decently good for our level. So unfortunately, we're going to have to, wait, what's still on the ground? Hang
Don't
on.
forget, I want to...
There's nothing there. Okay, nothing. Unnamed villagers are useless. We'll quickly run over this way just to make sure there's nothing else. And we'll probably be ending our video just after that because we are almost at half an hour. And we'll move on in the next one, so. Let's see how it goes. Oh, hey, there's people over there. Oh, just corpses and stuff. I guess that's it then. I guess we'll end off there for the night. Like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. We will be continuing on, leaving West Harbor behind us and moving on into the world, the actual world of the game, where cool and neat things will happen to us and we'll do fun stuff. Take care, guys. Have yourselves a great night.